Hi, everyone. I'm back. This is Roland from Roland's How To channel. And I'm getting a little bit more sophisticated now. As you can see, I've got this background that looks like I'm at the beach, but I'm not at the beach. I wish I was. But anyway, someday soon. All right. So, hey, this is now going to be my third video that I'm putting here on the YouTube channel. And today's topic is going to be about how to do a search and buy on Craigslist again for seniors. I'm going to call it, but it's for everyone. But again, I want to show you there's a lot of things about Craigslist. Let me point you real quick to Craigslist. So some of you may get to this site at the beginning, and basically this is the generic Craigslist site. Um, so then let me show you how you get to your something local. So you hit the U.S. You find California, like in my case, I'm in Orange County, and this is the screen that I normally see. So one thing I want to say is I don't want to badmouth any other ones like Let Go or Offer Up, but I think Craigslist offers a lot of features that the other ones don't. At least I find that. And there's another. I'm going to talk about another website called Search Tempest, which is a little broader search, but it's part of Craigslist. What I also want to say is please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It'll come up. I'm gonna do a fancy. I'm getting fancier on that one too. Anyway, but what I also want to say is, let's be safe when you're buying something from anyone at Craigslist. You know, make sure that if you are going to visit someone at their house, that you don't go by yourself and you don't go late at night. And what I do in most cases for small things, what I do is I decide to meet up at somewhere like a Starbucks, and again, I try to do it during the day if possible, or make sure even if it's an evening that it's crowded, and I try to meet someone inside. And again, if you can, don't go by yourself. But the point is, be safe. So there's nothing wrong with Craigslist. I think it got a lot of bad raps, but I think some people don't even use common sense. So let me start off a little bit with Craigslist first. So what I want to show you is that when you look at Craigslist, you can do community searches, events. You can do housing is homes or condos for sale or for rent. You can look up jobs. There's also items for sale. There's services, like all kind of services from handyman, whatever. But look, my focus today is going to be on sales. All right. So what I want to tell you is when you're looking for something on Craigslist, it's about how you can do more precise searches and be more localized. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to look for an iPhone 8. And when you do two separate things and you eventually I'm going to hit the enter button and you do a search, what you can see is you're going to get a lot of items here that may not even be iPhone 8. All right. And I want to point on the left hand side, there are different categories. All right. So what you want to do is sometimes you want to narrow it down by a certain category, by electronics or cell phones, depending what it is. So let me show you what the categories are. The first one is you show more. These are all the different categories are. So you can either uncheck a category that you don't want it to be searched on, or you can search a particular category. Like in this case, I can go to cell phones. All right. Now, what I want to point out is it's not so much about being the category, but I'm going to go back now. All right. And what I want to show you is that when I'm looking for something, I want to narrow things down. First of all, I don't like buying it from dealers or whatever. And supposedly people are supposed to be legit, but I would hit the home, sorry, not home, owner. You want to deal with an owner. To me, I want to deal with a private party. All right. Now, the other thing is that when you're doing the search, okay, I could put these parentheses, right? Parentheses around each one. And now what this does is it instead of searching iPhone and 8, because that's what the search did, I can do iPhone 8 only. Now, what it does is it narrows down the search. So basically, that means that now my search results are tied to it has to have iPhone 8 together, just like that. iPhone and space 8. Now, people add that in their description. So if you get into something and let's say you don't see it eventually on the front page, let's go one here. I'm trying to scroll down to an example of one that I can find, which right now I can't. They all have it on the description because what the search does is searches the description, but it also searches in the body of the thing, like here, Disney Otter Case, right? So if I open this ad and I look around, here in the model number, it came iPhone 8. All right. So that's where it hit upon right here. So what I'm saying is that's how the search does. Now, the other thing is what I do is sometimes I want to know, hey, if was it posted today? Okay, now it's only the items that were posted today. I can uncheck that. All right, so now this is anything that was posted whenever. Now, you can also, check if it has an image. You can also do within miles. So let's say I want to do it within so many miles of where I am in Anaheim. Go 92801, right? And then I go down to update search. And now what it does is it looks for those items being sold that have the category, the iPhone 8, but within a certain mile range. Okay. So the nice thing about this is if you don't want to be driving everywhere, right? Or you want to look at stuff that's close by, that's how you can do it. Now, again, you can, and if you don't find something enough, you can also, again, make it broader. Okay. So then go back. I made it 8 miles. So anyway, so as you can see, you can narrow the searches down. So again, I don't want to go into too many specifics, but again, if you're looking for, let's say, a stove, right? And so I'm going to put stove 48-inch stove. All right. And unfortunately, look, I need to make sure because look, I'm under cell phone. So I'm going to back up a little bit because you also want to make sure that you're in the right categories. I'm going to back up a little bit. All right. So basically, I'm in all the categories now. All right. All sales. So I'll come over here, I can put any order, 48-inch stove. And hit search. And now you see I've got all these stoves, but you want to be careful because it's a lot of categories, and I'll show you. I'm not sure if it'll come up here in this one, but in this case, I'm going through all these stoves, whatever. And again, but it's hitting on several things. It's hitting on 48-inch and it's hitting on stove. Now, I could do a couple things. I could just say, look, on this category, I'm looking under business, household items, electronics, general sale. I can say, look, I only want to look under appliances. So that narrows it down a little bit. Then I can come back over here and put those quotation marks on the end and only the ads that say 40-inch. Now, in this case, it didn't hit it. So I think part of it is, you know what? Let's take stove out. Let's just hit 48 because I know that if it's 48, in this case, 48, I'm just going to even take out the inches. I leave the brackets. Let's see what happens. You see, it's under the category appliances. So again, I'm just hitting appliances. So again, this is how you can start narrowing it down. All right. So hold on, and now I'm going to teach you a little bit more. So what I like to also, all right, is go into a thing called Search Tempest. Okay, so here is the site. I click on it. Oh, by the way, I need to do a reminder that there's going to be a little subscribe button that comes. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe, and then don't forget to hit the bell. What the bell does after you subscribe is it will do it where automatically you get an update whenever I post any new videos. If you only hit subscribe, you have to go into your subscribed list of websites, and you have to search when a new YouTube video comes out. But if you hit the bell, it'll give you an automatic reminder in case if you didn't know that. Now, this is Search Tempest. And I'm going to go ahead on the top of my thing, and I'm going to be closing out the normal Craigslist. But on this one, what I want to show you is the regular site is very powerful, but it's also difficult because the way that you do a search on Craigslist is by like a city, like Orange County, or in this case, or San Diego. Actually, it's really more counties than cities. And that's the way Craigslist has every site. So when you go there, you can normally search a certain county. So like in my case, I can switch over to another county by tapping on the top bar and changing the county. But here's another thing that I found. So this is called Search Tempest, and what it is how do you search all the Craigslist in different cities or counties nationwide? It's simple. So you know what? I have a dream, and I'm gonna look for a tour bus. So let me show you what I do here, though. So I'm gonna do tour bus, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in quotation. Okay, so I'm going to hit search now. Let me see. I'm just going to hit enter. Oh, and by the way, something that I didn't notice here is I'm moving my picture around because on this thing here, you can change the way that you do a search. You can do it with a 25-mile radius all the way to you see any distance, or let's say this one. But what I will show you, what's great about this one, I hit 2,400 miles. Okay. I hit search. And it may not come up because I've already been this on my site, but over here, when it goes onto the results result, there's a thing called a group by. Okay. Make sure you do it by city. All right. And then it'll do most recent. But now, if you look down here, all right, it gives me all the different counties and with the distance away. Again, I may want to travel there. I may want to travel there, but I'm going to start off with what's in Orange County. I click on here, right? And now this thing is focused on tour buses for only Orange County. Now, in this case, if you don't know about the way Craigslist gives you results, there's no results in Orange County. That's what came up today. But it also does areas nearby, like San Bernardino. Okay, so in this case, there's nothing there, and what I want to do is I want to just get out of this. So I click, because now, even though my search tempest is still open, it opened up the one that I clicked on for Orange County. So I'm going to close that one because it doesn't interest me at all. So I go back over here and I'm going to go to the Inland Empire. Look at this. In the Inland Empire, which San Bernardino is part of it, now I got 2 bus searches. Now, again, just like before, you're back on Craigslist. You're outside of Search Tempest. So now you can go and refine it. You can refine it by owner if it's sold by owner, because a lot of times you may get dealer ads. Was it posted today? And in your case, how many miles? But again, what I'm saying is you went from this very broad per distance type of search engine on all of Craigslist, and you can go in and open every individual site. So anyway, so I don't see the one I like there, and also has some surroundings, and there was nothing there. So I'm going to close this again. So I'm going to go back to my search tempest, and you know what? I'm going to say, you know what? Let me try a little bit farther away and see if maybe I get some good deals. Okay, so let's try San Diego. Okay, now again, it's searching tour bus. So in here, somehow it must have come up, and then some other areas. And again, I can do owner. I can do post it today, you name it. So all I'm trying to say is, look, if you're happy with your results in a certain county, so I'm going to close this off. When I open up a window, I can go right to my Craigslist because it's already part of my page. So every time I'm searching, you don't know this, but I'm already in Orange County. When I do my search, actually it's right here on the top of the top of the toolbar. It says Orange County. So if I saved it on my computer, I don't have to worry about where it goes. Start with Orange County. And like I said before, let's say I'm going to do I don't know, let's just do car. Okay. Again, if you look at the top right, it's showing you it's in Orange County. It's under the for sale category, and it's all. But again, I could change here, only go to a certain section. All right. Or do it down here by this one. And you can do, but down here you can do multiple. And I'll give you an example of that. All right, so Orange County. So again, these are those other counties that you can go to. So I'm going to go and change it to Yuma. All right, and I can then search for the same information under there. But the problem with this one is that I am limited to this Orange County and then some surrounding counties. That's what's nice about Search Tempest. Search Tempest is doing it by miles. Okay, all right, and let me go the other way. So I can do it always by miles. I can get this to 2,000. All right. And again, if you want to search, again, it's telling you how far each one is, which county it belongs to, and you can just keep clicking away. So every time you go to Reno, now I'll do a Reno tour. All right. It brings up that one. Right. And you can do your search there, and again, narrow it down. Now, before I forget, again, please hit the subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. Um, this is basically how to search to purchase something. And what I can tell you right now is I check this every day. And what I do is if I've done a check the day before, whatever, I a lot of times when I'm doing a search, like for example, I'm going to give you an example here is, I'm going to close some of these things off here. All right. And let me go back to my normal one, which is Orange County. So if I do a search, and let's say the other day I was looking for a LED TV. Okay. go in here first, right? And it shows, oh, and sometimes I was doing too quick. It went into the housing. I'm going to go to for sale. But all this is stuff that's been posted a lot of times. And sometimes it's already ads that I looked at and nothing interesting. But again, I click on owner because I want to deal with owners, and I did post it today. So all that means that's all that was posted. Okay. But sometimes it might be 2 or 3 TVs that are looking, and depending on, again, the area that I might have specified. I'm going to do another YouTube video, which is on how to sell on Craigslist. All right. And for those of you who've used the other sites like Let Go and OfferUp, hey, they're great. You know what? Even Facebook has some ads, but I really like Craigslist because it just gives you more powerful tools about the categories. Oh, let me go back to category before I forget. And again, when you first start, it's like searching all these categories. But let's say, all right, you can do it 2 different ways. Okay. You can come over here and you can deselect all. So that means it's not going to look any categories. And then you know what? I want to look for that TV, but I only want to look under a barter or under business or I don't care, electronics. So what it's going to do when it does that, and you do, and now that you have that highlighted, it's only going to look under those specific categories. And again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's how you can narrow it. Okay. So just remember that when you're doing something, all right, you can be looking at all the categories or only some categories. So anyway, so like I was saying is in my next video, I'm going to show you how to um, sell something that you have lying around the house, whatever it may be. Because you know what, I've actually bought things on Craigslist and sold them. But the great thing about Craigslist, again, it's free to post a for sale thing. And I'm going to show you how to upload photos, and it's very, very easy. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial, and please remember to hit that subscribe button and the bell. And if you're looking for any other topics, don't forget to put it in the comment section or send me an email. Have a great day, and I've enjoyed this time, and God bless and stay healthy.